Hi, I'm Nani and I'm a singer-songwriter.
Hi, I'm Lenore. I'm a singer and a voice teacher.
Together we're going to react to Billie Eilish today, recommended by our boyfriends. That's why we're wearing their clothes, by the way.
It's called When the Party's Over, and it's from the live on Howard Stern show. Okay.
So when the party's over, I'm not going to interpret this song. I'm just going to sit here and listen. I'm not going to, and I won't harmonize with you guys, even though I'm tempted to. If you want, that's okay. It's cool.
It's very early, people. The song is 2 octaves.
Is it? So in other words, this will be difficult to perform.
Very difficult.
This will be a good test for you. Let's see.
It's hard enough to do on a good day. So
I say you're going to do it.
okay.
All right, I have confidence.
I like the attitude. What?
Is it difficult to perform 2 octaves?
It depends. It's not granted that somebody would sing 2 octaves. I mean, in one song, usually what I hear is like an octave and a half. If a student brings to me like 2 octaves, I'm like, okay, we can try it.
Don't you know I'm no good for you? I've learned to lose, you can't afford to. Tore my shirt to stop you bleeding, but nothing ever stops you leaving. Quiet when I'm going home, and I am on my own. And I can lie, say I like it like that, like it like that.
I like the song.
I can lie, say I like it like that, like it like that.
I like the live version better than the recorded version.
I don't know the recorded version.
I've heard it once, but and I remember thinking like, okay, listening to her performing it live, I think it's more touching. Like the recorded version is too compressed and too overproduced. I think to my taste.
What do you think about how
Version,
the song started? Like it's a pretty low range to start on, but if it's morning, then that helps, I guess.
Yeah, and also like there was the rise of the range was quite immediate. So immediately she went up and up and up.
Yeah.
So there was like a review of the range
I liked how
quite
she
early in the song.
I liked how she started it with vocal fry. Like a little bit of it really helps making sure the voice is there and it doesn't just go and gets lost, I guess. Which happened actually when she went up. She lost like one or 2 songs, could barely hear it, but you couldn't see that on her face, and I like that. Like she smoothed it out. Like, yeah, that was my plan, of course, to do it like that. It's on purpose.
It's easy to use the twang in the low notes to get them if you are not a real alto. So
Yeah.
that's what I usually advise my students as well.
Don't you know too much already?
I think that was the whole turnaround. So now we're coming back to the second verse.
Okay.
Hurt you if you let me. Call me friend, but keep me closer. Call me back, and I'll call you when the party's over.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So that happened twice.
Yeah, I think it's
But maybe it's intentional if it happened twice.
maybe it's because it's high and it looks a little bit like she's reaching for it. That makes it a bit harder if you do that. And the fact that she added more air to it didn't help also. Because it basically means that the vocal cords are open. It's
So they're not
more
closing,
difficult to
it's
hit
more
a high
difficult.
note like that.
And also there's a lot of movement with the head, I see, and with the jaw.
Not necessarily relaxed one, you mean?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it looks a little bit like she's making an effort in general.
She did disclose, to be fair, at the beginning that it was a bad day. So.
Yeah. I don't know a lot about Billie Eilish, but I did get the impression that it's kind of her thing to make airy noises. So I just think in this particular song, it doesn't serve her.
From what I heard so far, then the musical phrases that she normally sings are quite short. So
And this is longer than usual.
this is longer than yeah.
Okay, in general, I think it's beautiful.
I think it's much nicer live. Because then you can really see, you can identify with the singer, with the emotional state that she's in, and also she's giving a lot in the song.
Oh yeah,
and it makes a big difference.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm on my own. And I could lie, say I like it like that, like it like that. Yeah, I could lie, say I like it like that, like it like that. But nothing is better sometimes. Once we've both said our goodbyes, let's just...
It's so musical, though.
Yeah, it's very musical, yeah. But
I like that.
yeah, but then watching it rather than hearing it, it does distract you when you see someone doing this. Yeah,
But it could also be more engaging when you see somebody so like
cringing.
so so much into it. Then there is something nice about that. Makes me more empathetic. Yeah. On the other hand, it could maybe go a little bit too far. Like, I don't want to say feel sorry for her, but yeah, she looks a little bit like a little bit in distress, just a tiny bit, but not enough to not looking like a pro, which he does.
Yeah, she's a good performer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, like that's the first priority that you want to see from a singer on stage. You want to see that attitude, first of all, no matter what comes out.
That's the bottom line, really.
Yeah.
Is it a good performer or not? You engage people by being a good performer, not necessarily by being a great singer.
And I think she has a potential of being a great singer. I think it's there.
She's
but
very
it's
young,
just,
eh?
it's like coated with air at the moment. That's mainly what I hear. Like, she has this voice, and then she has this coat of air around it. I'm also curious what the vibrato would sound like when she just lets it happen.
This is what we hear today a lot, like that a lot of young artists are looking for a voice or an effect. They're using an effect on their voice rather than using their natural voice, because they want to stand out from the beginning. They want to start by standing out and not necessarily develop into. And
just let it go. Let me let you go. Go right when I'm coming home and I'm on my own.
this is something that you hear a lot today too, like this frog-like voice,
super fry.
Yeah, it's like it's not even a full voice, activating your false vocal cords. Maybe it's a bit far-fetched, but it seems to me that this happens mainly with women, and then it's, for me, the assumption would be that maybe in our society, then a high voice is not counting as much as a lower voice, and then people with a higher pitched voice are trying to lower their voice in order to sound more authoritative.
Like more serious, you mean?
Yeah, serious or
But
glum.
I don't know if this is what she's doing here. I know what you mean, though.
Yeah.
I'm not sure this is what she's doing here. It's just, I think that's an expression of pain of some sort.
Yeah.
Like,
well, there's
just expressing.
Yeah.
And, of course, exaggerating it vocally.
And then pain is considered serious, right?
Yeah.
It's not considered light-headed.
Right.
So it's coming from the same thing. And I think you can also see that in presenters, not only with singers. So people who present the news, for instance, or commercials. You can see that people who have a high-pitched voice will use that technique more nowadays than it was, let's say, 10 years ago.
I could lie, say I like it like that, like it like that. I could lie, say I like it like that, like it like that.
All right.
She has a very good instrument, but
I think so too.
yeah,
I'm really curious to actually hear it one day.
fully blown.
Give it to me, please.
Yes. Yeah.
I think the reason she could pull that off with all this tension in the neck and all this air, which I would never recommend somebody do all the time. She basically does it almost all the time. I don't think that's sustainable vocally, but I think the reason she can sort of pull it off, first of all, as you said, she has a good instrument. She has something to begin with, but also she's making the face.
But then, when
and I think that really helps.
And when you have such a good instrument, then the voice can also withstand a lot of, let's say, abuse. Yeah. Because, it has the stamina.
Like some people, if they do something wrong, it just sounds bad and it's
Or
off.
they get sick. Or
they get
hoarse.
sick really quickly or hoarse really quickly.
Yeah.
And I guess she doesn't.
It's very lucky.
So that's good for her.
Yeah.
Those little hints we heard of actual sound that is not coated with air. I want more of that.
Coming up.
Hopefully, yeah.
And it's also for me
really
the first time that I've heard her live. So, yeah.
Me too. Yeah.
I learned something.
I think, yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you for doing this with me.
Yeah. Thanks as well. And thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching and enjoy singing.
Subscribe to our channels.
That too.